Hello on YouTube land. Here's another rough video showing you how I go from this to this on my old vintage doors, taking off 80 years of paint. You're gonna have a big old mess as you're done. You might have some noise. We're in a subdivision. Bear with me as this is my camcorder tripod today. And let's get to work. It'll just take a couple minutes for each side of the door. And it's going to be a little noisy, but I'll show you what I do and how it dries out as well. And if you see, I have tons of doors. So let's see if we can get this tripod, the Fred Flintstone tripod, to work. Here we go. Secret is, if the tripod is still holding up, to get a nice clean door, you're using a pressure washer. This is only a Subaru, I don't know, 3100 PSI. But the secret is, if you ever know, if you're pressure washing, usually on the pressure washing, you can have these like stripes, almost like kitty cat stripes. What I mean is it'll leave some black and white stripes. You got to go back over and over it. The secret, this little whirly bird tip here. That's pretty much all I use. I will just get further or closer, depending. And what it does, this little whirly bird creates a little whirly bird motion where it boom, 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 and it super impacts the kind of like tornadoes, the water coming out. And anyway, what I do is as I'm going through, I take off what I want. I'll actually go through the top of the door let's see if I can get my finger in here, the top of the door, work my way down, just a quick wash, if you will. Because you got to think, these are 80-year-old doors. They came out of a 1950s home out in Tuam, Houston. They were remodeling. That's how I got all these other ones too. Anyway, as they're coming out, I'll do a quick wash, get a feel for how much dirt or grime is on there, or how affixed the paint is. And then I'll come back over it and work through it, especially in the crevices, you know, in the dados where the doors are at and all that. Where the, let's see if I can line my finger up here, especially right here in the creases right here, you know, where the stiles and everything meet. It's thin board, you know, on the bottom it's probably 1/4 inch, you know, almost like a wafer board. Like the one on the bottom that you see right there, the 5th panel, it's warping. It was already like that. I'm just going to sand it down. And this other door over here is actually on the stiles, is coming apart already. And if you look right here, I'll just go ahead and pull it apart. And you know, that's 80-year-old glue. The glue they make nowadays, Titebond 2 and all that, is beyond durable. It's stronger than wood when it's clamped and all that. So I'll probably end up pulling this apart and clamping it and letting it sit correctly. But this is how I get these nasty old doors into looking like this, which is great for, you know, it's a starter if you want to let it dry and come back and strip it even more and just go with a clean nude look. Or if you just want to go over with a polyurethane, it's amazing. It's like wood gold. Or if you want to come over here and have more of a rustic look, but it's still clean, when this dries, you could put a polyurethane on it and let it come back, and it'll keep that look. And just make sure you get a polyurethane that has like a UV non-protectant where it won't yellow with time. And that's how you get these beautiful, from drab to flab. Let's turn this one over so you can see what it looked like before. The other side's even prettier. I think it was the external side. So depending on what you want to do, you could go over it some more, play with the wand a little bit more. Just, it's going to make a big mess, probably has lead in it. You're not breathing it in, you're standing back, you know, a few feet back. Do it at your own will. Coming back here, you're going to have a gigantic mess. But then again, all I do is pressure wash it back down to the street right here. I'll have a board catching most of it, and I'll sweep up the rest. And there you go. Anyway, if you like this video, please click like, subscribe, and share with your friends. Happy vintage hunting. Have a good one. Bye.